You can speak the most intelligent words imaginable, and yet some people will still choose to treat you with disrespect. It is not the force of your voice that earns respect. It is the mastery of your words. Today, I'm going to share 5 short phrases that can transform a conversation, halt disrespect, and make anyone listen to you without ever raising your voice. Keep the third one in mind. It instantly shifts the entire dynamic of a discussion. Phrase 1. I understand your point of view, but I don't share your opinion. It is a calm, clean sentence, impossible to attack. It shows that you're listening, yet your judgment remains your own. It sets a boundary without creating conflict. And above all, it reminds us that we can stay open without ever surrendering our clarity. Picture a meeting. A shaky idea is being tossed around. The atmosphere tightens. Everyone tries to convince everyone else. You don't get angry. You don't fold. You simply offer this sentence. It lands softly, yet it reorganizes the entire room. And suddenly, you become the one who sees clearly while everyone else reacts in noise. If you appreciate these simple but powerful phrases, subscribe. Every week, I share tools to help you cultivate calm and inner authority. Short sentences, yes, but real levers to transform the way you carry yourself. And the next phrase cuts off any inappropriate behavior in an instant. You'll understand why very quickly. Phrase 2. I don't find that appropriate. Short, sharp, unshakable. This is the sentence that immediately stops an inappropriate remark or a disrespectful attitude. It acts as a clear signal. Something has crossed the line, and you make it known without raising your voice. It's a simple way to remind others that respect is not negotiable. You don't shout. You don't justify anything. You simply affirm that certain boundaries are not to be crossed. And paradoxically, the calmer you remain, the stronger your position appears. Your posture speaks as loudly as your words. This phrase forces the other person to adjust, without requiring you to step into conflict. It sets an instant, almost instinctive frame that compels the person in front of you to think, to measure their behavior. That brief pause in the conversation can be enough to restore balance. But what comes next is even more powerful. Because the next phrase completely shifts the dynamic of a conversation. It doesn't just stop a behavior, it guides what happens next. Phrase 3. We'll continue this conversation when we can do so with respect. This sentence doesn't avoid anything. It resets the frame. It reminds us that pushing through a toxic exchange has never led to any lasting solution. When someone raises their voice, interrupts, or tries to escalate, you simply refuse to continue until the foundation is healthy again. It's your way of saying, I'm willing to talk, but not under just any conditions. And that alone is often enough to calm the exchange or let the tension fall away. In that moment, the power dynamic shifts. The other person no longer controls the pace. You establish calm as the condition. You bring the dialogue back to a place where both sides can face each other without hostility. It is a form of self-mastery that naturally commands respect. Because those who know how to step back at the right moment show more strength than those who lose themselves in anger. If these phrases help you stay composed, consider liking the video. It genuinely helps the channel reach more people like you, and it allows me to keep sharing simple, effective tools. And the next phrase protects you from every conversation that goes in circles. A true source of inner peace. Phrase 4. I'd prefer to end this conversation here. This is the sentence that closes the door, cleanly. It brings a clear, gentle conclusion, and shows that you know when a discussion has lost its value. When a conversation no longer serves any purpose, when it revolves around ego or offers nothing constructive, you end it. You feel that every additional word would only push you further into something pointless, so you cut it short. It is a responsible way to protect your peace. This is not avoidance. It is choosing where to direct your energy. It is accepting that not every conversation deserves to be prolonged, especially when it drifts away from reason or mutual respect. The person who knows how to say stop at the right moment earns immediate respect, because they reveal that they have nothing to prove, and that they refuse to step into ego battles that drain far more than they illuminate. But the fifth phrase is the most elegant of all. It blends respect, independence, and inner peace. Phrase 5. I respect your opinion, but I don't share it. This is the ideal sentence for protecting a relationship without abandoning your own thinking. It preserves the connection while clearly affirming your inner independence. It says, I hear you, but I remain myself. It is polite, steady, and firm. It closes the door on social pressure. It shows that you listen without allowing yourself to be swayed. And above all, it prevents the conversation from drifting into unnecessary emotion. It is the sentence of those who refuse to be shaped by external opinion. People who move forward with calm because they know that respect has never required agreement. Tell me in the comments, which of these 5 phrases will you use first? I read every single reply. Your feedback helps me create content that is even more useful. And now that you've mastered these 5 phrases, expect one thing. People will listen to you more than ever, without you needing to raise your voice. You now know 5 phrases that command respect without ever raising your voice. They are simple, but they require one thing: the willingness to remain in control of yourself, even when the other person is not. And you, tell me, which one will you try first? I look forward to reading your answers.